Inshallah and Ashe. As always, blessings to you and welcome to Talented Tuesday. Where are my fellow musers out there? Are you awake or woke? Whatever the new terminology is. It's an energetic, potent, powerful day to initiate change and transformation. So if you can take a moment and maybe visualize yourself as an infant taking those first steps, if you will. Don't mind the background noise. That would be Thor gravitating through the house. But the background, the baby steps, no longer crawling. We're initiating courage to really take that initial first step and taking that energy, or really beginning the morning, the day, or the evening, afternoon with some physical energetic movement to assist in balancing and harmonizing the excess bounty of energy that's been stored up like a battery, waiting to be put to use, good use, hopefully, in our body, our energy body, and then landing into the physical. So the actions or the movements will be kind of mindful and heartfelt initiated or motivated by the heart and installed even, I guess, by the heart. So if you have relationships that have been building up any sort of emotions under the ground, I see this as storage in the elemental realm, by the way. So today is the day where these emotions are going to come to the forefront. They're going to come to the head. Kind of, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but just being mindful will assist. So go into any situation, place, village, calmly and with peace, the energy of water, reconciling. So with the energy moving through your body, initiating this energy, it might feel a little electric, by the way, or a little magnetic. But wherever you're feeling the tension, or maybe you're overly excited and you're all juiced up, there's also this opportunity for clarity and resolution and peace and harmony, soul harmony, and clarifying the waters. So utilizing our higher wisdom, ancient wisdom, otherworldly wisdom, and your core processor, your heart, which is also the chalice, to navigate the interchange, the interhighways, if you will. And with our root center online, along with our throat, it really is a great day to initiate tones that really move the body, like a moving toning day. And we still have the heart online also, and an outer pathway, our command center, our hand centers. So there's lots to play with, and the moon is in the season of Taurus. So we have some earth star sacral energy at play as well. So welcome to the Daily Snippet. Once again, I'm your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Sha medium, which is a merging of it all, coined by my friend Rich in Mongolia in 2018. But my intention really is to utilize these indigenous ways, these technologies, along with the elemental realms, our divine energetic blueprint to navigate our soul's harmonic through these realms, the elemental pathway, the imaginal highway into and through the shamanic portal, also called the soul star, the eighth energetic center, the cosmos, the subtle realms, and really so much more. With offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, the otherworldly kind, to really add to the sauce of your main stage ingredient, your personal medicine, the prime directive, the star that you are, just sometimes assisting you in discovering that inner genius, that medicine, really the star I believe we all are, and just reintroducing you to that magical being, that essence that resides within, so your light shines even brighter. And again, my name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do, YouTube or otherwise. And remember, referring a friend, liking and sharing authentically through your heart. In the corridor, you can find me again on Tanya D YouTube and my Musing with Tanya D podcast, which I have another otherworldly insight out today. If you've tuned into this season, that's the season's title for 2022. I always give my podcast the season title, but this one's the otherworldly insights. And again, for your musing pleasure, the season of Libra, we have Venus in the house. So this is exploring our ability to open up and receive our spiritual truths, the hearing sister, clairaudience. So that is out on the highway today. I kind of had a little energetic hiccup myself, and I forgot to record over the weekend. But with that, let's give a shout out to the community, the village, my new subscribers, as always, Ashe and blessings. Thank you for that. And for those of you that have been a part of my quirky little journey since the beginning, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and gratitude and blessings as well, the village and the community. And also, if you don't mind hitting the bell button, so you're notified. And remember, again, a comment or share does get you a message for your day or the weekend to get you on your way. It really does assist with the algorithm. It just helps with outgoing it out into the galactic universe, like-mindedness, right? So there's insights of the other world, the world of spirit, the subtle energies, those channels, the chakras, the elementals, the cosmos, and really so much more. Source. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram. However, if your soul authentically is nudging, maybe pulling at you to dive deeper into the realms of the other world, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky. It's where I have a venue where you have some amazing options and opportunities to assist you and guide you, along with a private sacred circle, a community, a village to utilize as well. I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we do need an otherworldly life coach assistant to navigate our stars and to get us out of our own way. So with that, just a few announcements. I'm pretty excited here, but I do want to show you what's on the highway for your options. So I have Stonehedge here, a labyrinth, and a sacred spiraling circle. Those are your options for the messages today, and the messages are super galactic awesome. Of course, they always are, right? But a few announcements. The early bird opportunity to invest in yourself, to do just that. The door is open to utilize your intuitive gifts and your psychic abilities. The energy world merging the intuitive energy spirit realm to the physical body, embodying those talents and those gifts, energy to matter, bringing spirit to matter. Change your stars, or at least activate them. That's on the energetic highway, the star that you uniquely are. We're all unique and we're all special. But when we begin to merge the energy body, the subtle energetic bodies, and the auric fields with our physical and our soul, we then become the being, the starlight that we are meant to be, who we are. So this investment in yourself is going to rise on Wednesday, tomorrow at midnight, October 12th. So the price option is elevating. So be sure to join Change Your Stars, and I will see you there. But with the energy vibration of the day, you may be feeling the intensity. Maybe you're feeling anxious, possibly aggressive, maybe pushy, antsy, I don't know, popping like popcorn. So there's two dualities at play. It's our reception center and our activity center, if you will. So one's calm, cool, collected, relaxed, and the other one's in the area like the bouncy ball toy area. Little kids, the bouncy balls, you know, they get really active. So you may need to do some yoga, get on the treadmill, run a 5-mile, lift some weights. That's what I'd be doing. Go for a boxing session at the gym, maybe some Tai Chi, which sounds kind of fun. Whatever that is for you to restore balance to your inner realm, peace, bringing energetic peace to that system. Otherwise, the cause and the effect might just create a bass tone note of energy that may be defensive, even triggering, if you will. So this is an energy of strength and courage. It's being empowered. It's ready to activate and move forward with changes in our relationship realm, in our day-to-day world. So take that initiation to really have a conversation, heartfelt, with somebody. Begin a new habit, a new routine, start or stop even a specific relationship. Might be a career change, could be a lot of things really. But the strength that you're going to feel is going to give the stage, just knowing that you're ready inside of you to make these changes that are necessary, and you will feel better. Sometimes the transformation feels, we get stuck in the crossroads and we're afraid to move forward, but we're going to feel better on the other side. So with our heart committed to the process, our core processor, that golden chalice, the heart, our main stage character in our realm, our personal realm, it really has to resonate. It has to be heartfelt and resonate to the idea. Where our ego is at play in that bouncy ball arena, it should feel natural, not a power play. It should be in the flow. So when initiating change, all we need to do is like gently get a little tap to move on forward. And being mindful of our boundaries when executing the shift, the transformation. So it's a day to be on the stage where the relationship changes that you're planned or you've set a stage for. They're moving forward, they're moving onward and upward. So really take your time, give it space to protect your heart, the heart protector, right? Even in Chinese astrology, I'm seeing the dog. Which is another story, but to protect our heart, knowing our heart is fully invested in that relationship transformation. So the heart really needs to be fully committed, heartfelt, before taking the action, before performing on the stage. Hopefully that makes sense. So there's a lot happening. Yesterday was a galactic day. I don't know if you watched my show, but it was actually super exciting. I don't know, feeling it. So on to the elemental highway. Comment your choices there. But we have a yin fire rooster of a day. So it's the balance of the yin and the yang in the metal. We've got the yin rooster and the yang metal, which is a mountain, by the way. The dog in the yang metal is a rocky mountain. Lots of rocks is what I'm saying, boulders and things like that, genies. But refined metal and unrefined metal. So the yin fire can forge the metal into something useful. So if this was a person, and I was reading their elemental choreography here, I would see them as possibly a very refined person, possibly like a little cocky rooster, a real firecracker, but they're charismatic, they're passionate, and they're refined. So they've got this refinedness about them. They speak their truth, but at the top of the hour, they're like the early morning bird. And today, the hour of the horse, which is like in 2 hours, we have what is called a fire trine. So our day is highlighted with more fire energy. It's a yin fire day. So that already has the energy of the horse, the yin fire. So it's already stirring the cosmic, stirring elemental realm. So our fire is solid in the season of the dog, because that's the dry earth. It's the dominant energy for the dog. And fire is hidden. It's in storage. So metal itself is getting weaker, and the yin fire being in storage is going to make the earth drier and feeling possibly more scorched. And the tiger in the year, that's loosening up the earth, strengthening the fire, so it's doing its purpose. So we got a great flow today, actually. But the yang metal is breaking up the earth as well, which is actually preventing the earth from breaking down the tree, which is the tiger. So the most useful element for our day is actually pretty balanced again, similar to yesterday. A little different though, because yesterday was all this yang energy, and our day is very yin. So this is our inner world, and then outside of us is the month and the year, very yang energy. So I would go with the element that you are actually called to for grounding. Possibly go to a river, yin water, sit by a tree. That's kind of the flotation I'm feeling into. But the neighboring god that comes in through the month, because all these elementals change, that's the communicator. So it's a great day to communicate, tell a story, maybe persuade. It's an energy that's perfect for salespeople, but it's also acting and writing and other artistic skills, creative ones, refined art. Motivational speakers have this gift or talent, best-selling authors as well. So they have the gift or the talent for all kinds of artistic activities, enjoying the entertainment and to inspire or inspirit others using their voice. Where our global god coming in on the year, the yang, water, and the tiger, along with all the other little elementals there, is the charmer. So it reminds me of Mowgli the snake in Jungle Book, which I really associate with the snake energy, but we don't have a snake down there, which is curious. There's some other things happening, but this is charming energy, obviously, right? But it's flirting, it's seducing like the snake, but through words, it's calming situations, creating solutions. So all in all, we have some options, elemental options, but it's a day to utilize our ability to be a charming conversationalist and communicating through charms, or seducing like the snake. You can see Mowgli the snake seducing, Jungle Book there. So it's kind of that kind of frequency. And it really goes with the relationship realm that we're in, the season of Libra. So with that, moving on to our messages. The Fae were on yesterday, and boy, were they on. But today I brought in the shaman oracle, the mystical realm of the portal. And with our root center needing to ground, bringing in the charm to charm the changes in our relationships, a new commitments being initiated, transforming. So it's really about treating our relationship status better. The key is self-love. That is the foundation to hold space. So first up, if you chose the sacred circle, you get the stone. Oh, whoops, sorry, the wrong options. Wrong buttons. Got too many buttons. But the sacred circle. So the circle at the bottom, not the labyrinth or the Stonehedge, but the circle at the very bottom. Let's get rid of that. Dun, 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 dun. The corn. So I really like corn. We've had this card before, this message, but the 10, This is loving and trusting the action that we're committed to take today in our relationships. And trusting and loving the earth star is going to provide and sustain for us, bringing the heavenly realm to the earth realm. But corn, being that we are in the harvest or the hunter's blood moon, still streaming a little bit, but corn really does represent the harvest, its sustenance, its tangible abundance, its material prosperity. It's in the world of form, its energy to matter, its stability, its sustenance to the world, that there's also more than enough. But the medicine here, because it's otherworldly, is to be aware of shortcuts to our dreams or a fast track being offered to us that kind of feels like an MLM, multi-level marketing, that fast track thing, if you've ever done that. But just being mindful of our feelings of entitlement maybe, or the expectation for getting something for nothing. There's always an energetic exchange, whether we're aware of it or not. So this is a time for just being grateful, having perseverance, humility, even being prepared to work towards our goals and our manifestations, and planting the seeds of our intentions, consciously planting those seeds, but also doing it with honor and respect to the earth plane, and releasing any insecure thoughts of scarcity, a mindset scarcity kind of thing, scarcity mindset, feeling that there is not enough or worrying that someone else could take what is yours, but just knowing heartfelt that the universe always provides, but we must be in relationship with the universe in order to receive it. So receive this dynamic reaping of what we sow and taking heart, left hand to our heart, right? Even if you didn't plant well, maybe you conjured up an illusion of a drought. There's always a new season to begin again. So this is really a message as we kind of are heading into the next season. We are in the last arena of the fall, moving into the winter in the elemental realm and in the cosmic realm. It's the falls in this transient kind of realm. So planting the seeds with heartfelt abundance for the new season, the spring to birth forward sustenance into 2023. Okay, following the corn, if you chose Stonehedge, the wind, who doesn't love the wind, right? The message of air floating around, moving things to a new home, change, transition. But the 63, that's the number of the card. This is opening up our channels to a new belief, believing and receiving. This is the soul's harmonic and our throat center when collaborating or in collaboration, when we initiate the action to take with our reception center. That's like having a conversation with the otherworldly Congress. Similar energy is today, and with Jupiter in Aries, I can see that that's swirling around the sun in Libra. So our relationships are changing, they're shifting, they're transforming, just like authentic nature. But the wind, that represents the element of air. So thoughts, communication, song, and spirited ideas, change with qualities both positive and negative, and just knowing that the wind blows in all directions simultaneously. There's different qualities and characters and temperaments in all these directions. The south is fire, so this is a new sense of trust, just helping us to gently begin to kind of discard or dissipate, burn, do a ritual there with habits and parts of us that are no longer needed are being transformed. And the west calls us to more of an introspective place, the willingness to make final decisions, letting go of attachments, those ego desires, metal, mineral, helpful people, energetically. In the north, brings us to wisdom and strength. It's water, where the east carries clarity and vision and purpose and ideas, the nature of the wood realm. So whatever way the wind is blowing for you, this message that the wind is whispering or maybe shouting out, because we're not paying attention, is challenged. So sometimes it has to take some courage first. We've got to turn and face the wind factor. It's kind of gallbladder, liver energy in a weird way. Nature, but you're going to find there's this exaltation in moving towards those and receiving those lessons. But when the wind comes in as medicine, because it's otherworldly, we're being invited to recognize the value of the chaos, seeing the other side of the coin. Windstorms often provide necessity and necessary chaos to cleanse the air and spread seeds. So plants and trees can really take roots in new areas and new fields. So possibly right now it may seem as if your world's been turned upside down or upside right, but this is kind of a temporary storm that's going to blow over. Maybe your communication has broken down between you and somebody else. We are in the season of relationships. Or maybe you've got too many to-do lists that are overwhelming you. So the message and the medicine is to simplify, be specific, slow down, and do like a course correction and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have greater value. So if you remain neutral during their course, sacred space, it creates greater clarity, and greater things do come from it. After all, there's always magic on the other side. And remember, as always, this too shall pass, right? On the other side of the coin. We do get those energetic hiccups, right? But we got to take a breath, take a pause. Okay, and if you chose, did I say Stonehedge? I apologize if I didn't. Oh, I didn't yet. You're right. The council. I absolutely love this. You know, yesterday we had the Singer of Unity, and today we have the council. So we're kind of off to a great start this week. The 11, that is integrity, relationship integrity. It's the inner heart will and our outer heart will. The chalice is this beacon of love. Loving ourselves inside to outside and vice versa. These are the streams of love, universal and personal merging. And the council, these are these luminous beings. They're like the singers. They hold this collective wisdom of humanity. It's like this other dimensional realm of higher light beings, actually. They're the ones that we go before when we do our life review, when we cross into the world of spirit. And a life review is when we place our deeds, the goods and the bads, upon the altar, the heavenly realm, the altar there, the scale of the divine. It's an attempt to do some explaining, like Lucy and Desi Arnaz. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. It's just explaining why we did not love or forgive or dare as magically or greatly, or that we might have those unlimited possibilities. Just know that their wisdom, just like the singers, is available to each and every one of us all of the time. So when we live in a state of yes and in unconditional relationship with life, they're reminding us of our pace around the sacred fires. We've got yin fire today, which has been reserved for us since the beginning of time. So when we claim that fire, our inner sacred fire, and when we own our own inner wisdom, ancient wisdom, so today they're bringing this message to list or at least engage with our own inner senses, our intuition. And the handwriting, I'm thinking of automatic writing, is already on the wall. So look about you and you're going to discern the meaning for yourself. And don't wait for future signs. Embark on this journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare even greater. Take that leap without requiring life to assure you of success. There's always a magic on the other side of fear. So I really love that we had the singers yesterday and the council today to finish up. But magic is really in the air. It's filling it too. So with the messages, the moon in Taurus, energy to matter, relationship changing and taking a new form and transforming, taking time and space with all of these energies. And in the season of relationships, be mindful of your responses with people, situations, and what things that are coming at you. A response is just as powerful as an ignition sparking and the action to turn that key. So really take a breath, take a pause before you respond, because Mercury, the messenger of words, has just entered into the season of Libra. So this is balancing and harmonizing our voice, our words, with peace and clarity, spiritual truth, boundaries around our voice. And you can always state, I'm going to get back to you on that. I need a little bit more time. And if somebody is texting you, just don't open up the text until you've taken the breath and the pause. You've created some sacred space. Then open up and respond. So we do have some options. And we also have a little air doing a dance. We've got an air trine that's happening on the highway with Saturn, the Sun, and Mars. So we've got some spicy senses that are being activated or eccentric in a positive way. Just asking us to focus inward or go inward on who we are becoming. And asking ourselves if this is for our highest good in participating in society, humanity. So our heart, the chalice, the star we are, is really asking us to decide with a powerful transmission, if you will, a change of heart, transformation. It's being initiated through our heart. So Saturn is rebuilding our foundation out of the old and into the new. So that's really exciting. And that's also our power pathway. That's in our hands, by the way. You could chant the root sound, the tone of the root, the lam, bringing in the hum, along with the yam. These are all in the show notes. And also the sound of the elementals. I was feeling for Sammy the snake. So you do you. I'm just giving you some ideas. But I would affirm that I am engaging with my heart, or at least initiating my heart, being guided by my senses, my intuitive gifts, initiating change in my relationship aligned with our spiritual heart truths. So the ego heart is not the same as our spiritual heart, right? So there's lots of great stuff today. And just a reminder, I have Change Your Stars. The offer to initiate the star that you are is on the highway, an early bird investment. It's going up tomorrow at midnight. But with that, and also Rising of the Origins is happening soon. It's a free 3-day immersion, not so much back to back like last time. So just be sure to engage in that, those elemental foundations, the subtle realms, and so much more. I'm kind of playing that out in my mind of mapping. As always, with all of that, Ashe, blessings to you, and I will see you on the other side. And Ashe. Bingo. Oh, sometimes the buttons get me. Just kidding.